City series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Doran Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree.
What's up, everybody? It's Sneakerhead M Checks. I got the Lucky Shores Jordan 3s scheduled to release Saturday, February 22nd. So as usual, we're going to take a close detailed look at the shoe from all angles. I'm going to put these on and step around them so y'all can see they look on feet. After that, I'm going to share my opinion on the shoe, and then I'll talk about release predictions, reselling predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. So no elephant print on these. It's just that plain, I guess this is a suede. It's like a rough suede. The leather's more on the soft side. It's like that kind that like creases extra easily, but feels really nice. White laces. Jumpman on the tongue is a lighter shade of blue than the other parts. You can see the eyelets right here are clearly darker. I don't know why they did that, but that's what it is. Here on the side, you can see there's quite a bit of wrinkles in the leather. It's actually not that bad on this shoe, except for this part. And you know, it differs shoe to shoe. So here's the left one. I don't know which one's worse. It's really not that bad. It's actually okay up here, but here towards the back, it's nasty looking. And then on this, it's not so bad really until you get right up here. But y'all know how that goes. It's going to be one of those releases where, you know, some pairs are, you don't really see any of this, where it's kind of more like the leather right there. And then some releases, it's going to be more like this or this. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Here's that Carolina blue or hydrogen blue, whatever they want to call it. It's damn near the same. It might be a little bit darker, actually. I'm not even going to get into the whole UNC color thing, the way they change it up shoe to shoe all the time, but yeah, y'all see it. See, the leather on this side on this shoe is like perfect. This is how we want it. This is how it should be everywhere on each shoe. But, you know, of course we can't always get it like that. See up here, it's not quite as smooth, but overall, like I said, this side is really good. Here it is on the other shoe. Not bad, but definitely not as good as this one. And can we talk about the midsole for a second? The color combination is crazy, definitely underrated, but I want to talk about the blue because I feel like we get this blue all the time, but for some reason right now it's really, really attractive to me. And I think it might just be that slick finish that causes the light to bounce off of it, because this part looks so fire to me, and it's such a great combination with the sail. Like, this part looks really nice to me. And I hope I don't regret saying this, but I feel like we need this color combination more on Jordan releases. Blue Jumpman on the back. Inside's all white. The tongue has that lighter shade of blue that's on the Jumpman on the front. Here in the back, they got this like tag, I guess you can call it. It says Air Jordan XL for size extra large. 87-88 is the season when the Jordan 3s released. I actually would have expected them to put 83-84 for Jordan's last year at the University of North Carolina. But then under that, you see some washing and drying guidelines. It says do not machine wash, do not tumble dry, do not bleach, do not iron, design. Designed in Beaverton, Oregon. MJ4, I'm not sure what that stands for. And spring 2025. Now, for those of you who don't understand what this tag means or represents, I'm going to explain it in a few once we're done with the close-ups. And now, you still get a regular size tag in here, and the insoles are white with a Carolina or hydrogen blue Jumpman. Outsoles are pretty. Yeah, gray, both shades of blue, and sail. Oh yeah, now get a load of this shit. After they played us on the box for the Black Cat 3s, but there was no special color, they pretty much just gave us another Black Cement 3s box. Now we're back to the boxes on 3s matching the color of the shoe exactly. We just took a little intermission from that for these, for whatever reason, and now we back to this. Which really pisses me off, because if you saw my Black Cat 3s review, you heard me talk about this already, and I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it now, because this isn't about those, it's about these. But that shit just made absolutely no sense, especially on a classic release like the Black Cats. Why they couldn't just black out the box and, you know, make it match the shoes like every other Jordan 3s release gets, even the unimportant shit. Why we couldn't get that, but yet we got another Black Cement 3s box. And there's nothing wrong with a Black Cement 3s box for the Black Cement 3s. I love the Black Cement 3s, and the box is cool too. It just doesn't go with these. And I know that not every pair of Jordans that comes out matches the box exactly, but when it comes to 3s, it fucking seems like they do every time except for on the Black Cat. So I thought it was weird when they switched that up, but then I was thinking, you know, maybe it's something they're doing going forward. Clearly not, because the next 3s release, we're back to the box matching the shoe, so that shit doesn't make any sense. But yeah, back to these. Box is the same colorway as the shoe. Actually, well, it still is the same colorway, but interestingly, these have the elephant print on the tip of the box, but there's no elephant print on the shoes themselves. You know, there usually is on 3, so that's why the box has the elephant print. Whatever. Here on the inside, you have your elephant print paper and another layer of white under. And here's the box label. Air Jordan 3 Retro in Summit White and Hydrogen Blue. Here's a quick all around view of the shoe. Alright, now let's see how they look on feet.
And I'm still lit. Yes, sir. Got Patron in my cup. Table full of different strains. We keep rolling them up. Music loud, neighbors mad. We ain't giving a fuck. And if I'm dipping out with shorty, you should know that it's up. Every time we link up, we have fun. I just wanna roll up and smoke some. If I tell them that it's lit, you know them bitches gon' come. We gon' get a couple bottles, drink them till they all done. Now I'm so lit. Cool concept, cool shoe, but easy pass for me. There are a few things that I like about them. You know, it's a nice clean looking shoe, but they just don't really excite me that much. I don't know if excite is really the word I should be using, but I don't know. They don't give me that, like, I need them feeling, you know what I mean? And another thing is, you can't help but compare them to the UNC 3s, and the UNCs are just better in my opinion. Leave me a comment and let me know how you feel about that, which pair you like better. UNCs are the Lucky Shorts. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm probably going to pass on these. Just for clarity on the nickname for those who aren't aware, if you watch the Space Jam movie, the real one, the original, when the Looney Tunes recruited MJ for their Toon Squad team, Jordan told Bugs and all them that in order for him to play, he needed his basketball gear, which included his sneakers and his Lucky Shorts from college that he wore under his Bull shorts every game. So Bugs and Daffy travel to Jordan's house, they sneak in, get the sneakers. They had to go up against his dog to get the shorts, but that's them right there. You know, it kind of would have made more sense to make these a pair of 9s, because that's the pair that they went to grab with the shorts in the movie. But being that they didn't, that just lets me know that this release is more about the Lucky Shorts specifically and not necessarily the Space Jam reference. I just brought the Space Jam thing up because I feel like a lot of people have seen that movie and probably remember that part. It just might have flew over people's heads when connecting it to, you know, this release. So I don't know what made them choose 3s over anything else. I mean, maybe there's a reason, maybe there's not. But yeah, for those who didn't know, that is where these get the nickname from, and that's why this is on the tongue. So this is supposed to represent like a size tag in the Lucky Shorts. You know, has the brand, the size, sometimes sports uniforms have a season stamped on it. You see it on jerseys and stuff. So like I mentioned earlier, the 87-88 stands for the 1987-1988 season, which is when Jordan played in the 3s. And at first I kind of thought that was confusing because he wasn't at North Carolina during that 87-88 season. He was in Chicago playing for the Bulls. But going back to that scene from Space Jam, Jordan told them he wore these Lucky Shorts under his Bull shorts every game. So in the 87-88 season, when he's playing for the Bulls, wearing the 3s and all that, according to what he said, he still had the Lucky Shorts on under that uniform. So I guess this is a reference to him wearing the Lucky Shorts under the Bulls uniform, that 87-88 season. So like, let's just say they were to do a pair of 9s, some Lucky Shorts 9s, and I feel like whatever like tag, whatever version it is they do on the 9, instead of it saying 87-88, it's gotta say 93-94. But yeah, that's why the washing instructions are there, because it's like a tag on a pair of shorts. You know, I don't know if these are exact instructions from his college shorts. If they are, that'd be cool. But yeah, that's the coolest part of the shoe in my opinion. On feet, I'd say they definitely look best from the back. Like I was saying, that slick look on the blue just goes too crazy. And I know earlier I mentioned that this is like a Carolina blue. It's about the same thing. Honestly, I gotta take that back because this actually is a little darker than Carolina blue. I was looking at it. What made me realize it actually was before I put on the shirt to do this video. I put on a shirt that I wear with a lot of UNC stuff, and I saw that the blue was too dark, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Hydrogen blue is a little bit darker than UNC blue. But leave me a comment and let me know how you feel about these overall. I think these will definitely be an easy cop on release day. There's just so much fire coming out that I feel like people almost have no choice but to overlook these. You got the bread and black toast, and these come out the 22nd. And the weekend after these is flu games. We get one little weekend of rest, and then we get cool grades. And a mom on year 3s. Like, they are wilding. There's just so much dropping, like,
ain't nobody gonna be worried about these. At least I don't think. Unless the quantity produced isn't that high. I have no idea how many pairs they're making of these. I guess if they did sell out, I would definitely attribute it to that. Like, they're definitely just lowering the stock numbers so that Jordans aren't just sitting around looking like they have no demand. But all that aside, I would say in general, I don't think these will be a hard cop. These will probably end up sitting at least a little bit. I could even see them going on sale. In 2024, these was definitely 1,000% going on sale. Based on what I just said, there's probably not going to be much money for resellers to make off of these. So you know your clientele better than I do, but in general, I don't see there being that much of a flip on these. And I'm usually a little hesitant to doubt UNC colorways like that because I've seen some of them just do a lot better than I thought they should have done just because they're a UNC colorway, but it's not every pair. After seeing what the low 2s did and even the 6s, the recent ones, I'm sure these will do pretty much what I said they'll do. If this video is helpful or informative in any way, I really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in more early reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, please do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Once you're subscribed, make sure you tap that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you'll get notified and you won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.